What's up, guys? Let's talk about Luminar Technologies Stock Ticker LAZR. My name is Jeremy Guldin. I'm an entrepreneur and investor for the past 8 years, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Luminar and what I see and some of the growth potential that I'm currently seeing in this stock. So, Luminar stock today had a huge increase. It's up 37% just within the last 2 days. And the question is, we'll continue on this trend. Do we see, if it's going to continue to go on an upward trend, or is it going to flatten out and fall back down? I definitely, could possibly see some resistance or some pullback from it. So stay tuned. We'll talk about this a little bit more. But I wanted to talk about the company and tell you, why I think that there's great potential in this company. So Luminar's big vision is to make autonomous transportation safe and reliable. So basically, vehicles that can drive themselves. Luminar is a global leader in a technology called Lidar. So what that does is it enables autonomous solutions for automobiles. Their big focus is on production passenger vehicles. So I know they've partnered with a few companies like Volvo. I know was one of the big ones. A couple different companies. I think Neo was one that they're using some of their Lidar technology. So they are utilizing LiDAR to help with self-driving vehicles. Their big focus first is going to be passenger and commercial trucks. So they're trying to focus on, the trucking industry as well. I think it's a great idea, definitely, because, if they can get this assistance, truck drivers out on the road for long periods of time, it could potentially help them, God forbid they're falling asleep or something like that, but definitely keep them on the road and keep them trucking down through to kind of get deliveries at a quicker pace, obviously. The company was founded back in 2012. The CEO is Austin Russell. Luminar has built a newer type of LiDAR from the chip level up. So their technology is breakthrough across all components. As a result, they are the only LiDAR sensor that meets the demanding performance, safety, and cost requirements that enable a level 3 through level 5 autonomous vehicle. So meaning that the level that their vehicle can maneuver, is so much higher than some of the other competition that they have out there. Excuse me. So, this is going to bypass some of the traditional limitations that some of the legacy LiDAR units have, or legacy companies are utilizing. This advanced hardware plus a software stack that they have placed on it to enable a turnkey solution to help accelerate the widespread adoption. So basically, more companies are going to be able to utilize their service or utilize their product for their vehicles. Like I said, Volvo was one that they just brought on. I know there's a couple other ones that they've brought in, that they've partnered up with. So the push is just going to continue to go up. In my eyes, I could definitely, like I said, see some fallback or pullback because this is newer technology and stuff. But 5-10 years down the road, I definitely believe this is going to be something that's going to stick around, and I think there's going to be great potential, even more than what it is now. So I don't know if you guys what kind of service you guys are utilizing now for your stock trading and stuff like that. I will put a link down below. You need to check it out. So I'm going to put one for Robinhood and Webull. Those are my two main stock trading companies that I use. Robinhood, just because I love the app-based trading option. You can easily just swipe up on your phone for trades, and I think it makes it a little bit easier. Webull definitely has a better, as far as computer-based. I just think their program's great, and I do use Webull just as much, but I enjoy both of the products Robinhood and Webull offer. So I definitely think you should check it out. I will put 2 links down there. Obviously, if you sign up with them, you're going to get a couple free stocks and one, and I will get one for the kickback. But honestly, doing that, you get a couple free stocks for it. So definitely check it out. And you only have to do like $100 investment, which is pretty inexpensive compared to some. So like I said, Luminar was up 37% today, which was a huge gain. I think they closed out in like $30 and some change, and they were 2 weeks ago they were $10 and some change. So huge gain. Luminar is a a California-based company, which, like I said, has been developing this autonomous driving and advanced driving systems. One of the big reasons why there was such a jump is they merged with a company, an acquisition company called Gores Metropolis. Gores Metropolis, apparently, I can't talk all the time, on Wednesday. So this combined kept the Luminar name, but also started trading on NASDAQ, still under the ticker that they were. This big deal, they received about a 590 million gross in proceeds. So this will definitely, I think, help the company grow, giving them some more funding. So I will give you a heads up. Elon Musk is not a huge fan of this technology. He's criticized it multiple times. He states that Tesla will not use LiDAR. It's preferring to gather its own data around its vehicles through a radar, GPS, and other data gathering sensors. Elon Musk is definitely, so to speak, one-stop man. He wants to create everything under the company, all under his avenues. So I think that's the big thing. He wants to create it and say, hey, our Teslas are driving with this, and we're not using LiDAR. So do I believe that, it's not a great sensor, a great company to Luminar to stand behind? No, I think that, a lot of these companies like Volvo, and I'm not going to say that they're going to necessarily get tied up with some of these other bigger companies, but a lot of these auto dealerships don't want the headache of making the sensor. They're building a vehicle and they're creating a vehicle, and they want somebody else's technology to kind of back it. And that's why I think some of these companies like Luminar and with the LiDAR technology that they have, I think a lot of companies are going to get behind them because of the potential of the sensor and the aspect of, most auto builders are using a third party company to create, certain parts for them. So they're going to continue down that path. Tesla's just been kind of, that one-stop shop kind of guy. So like I said, I think there'll be some pullback to it. My personal opinion is definitely wait till there's a down cycle. You don't want to jump in on an investment when they're on a green day, because obviously if it's going up and up and up, you're putting in money, and it depends on what part of the day you bought in. You could have bought in at the highest point, or you could have bought in at the lowest point, and maybe you got some gains out of it. But the majority of the time, wait until it's a red day, invest some of your funds, and then, obviously do your research. You don't want to just jump into something. Like I said, I just wanted to give you, some information and let you know about Luminar, and I definitely think it's a company that's going to be around. I definitely think it's a company to watch. And I think there's definitely some more growth potential in it. That being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a stock investor. This is something I do. This is something I love, something I'm passionate about. Like I said, I've been an entrepreneur for the past 8 years, and I will continue to go down this path of helping people succeed, because that's something I enjoy. My business background was in personal training and the spa industry. And one of the biggest things about personal trainers, they are in that industry to help clients succeed. And, that's what I'm all about, making sure that I have people succeeding and helping them, gain in either revenues, whatever their whatever their aspirations are, in this case, or are they looking to, continue growth, or are they looking to diversify what they're invested in? Whatever it is, that they are looking for. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button for us, commenting down below, asking questions, giving us some feedback, maybe criticizing me a little bit for my mishaps on my speaking tonight. Apparently you would have thought I was drinking or something, but definitely, like I said, don't be afraid to comment down below, because that's how I continue to grow and I can answer questions. And the big thing is I'm here to help, and I want to continue helping people succeed in anything, business, investments, whatever it may be, whatever your questions are, don't be afraid to ask. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, and like I said, giving us that thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps us continue to grow this channel, and don't be afraid to ask questions. And I thank you again for taking some time to tune in and watch these videos.